Adam. Adam. Hey, what's good? What's good, everybody? What's good? What's good? What's good? How we feeling? How we feeling today? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I see my boy Northwestern first in the building, man. We got Jaquez Properties LLC in here. What's good? JCast, my fault. My fault. What's good? What's good? What's good? ADHD Gamer. What's good? Real Richie. Yes, sir. Still waiting on that. Bro, I literally, because I keep saying, bro, that's like one of the most commented things on every video that I do now. So I've literally actually for real been working on it. I may come out with like another video or two in between, but I'm definitely, it's on the way for real. Like actually for real now. What's good, Quiz? What's good, Daryl? I see my boy Ivory's already in the call-in show. Just to let y'all know, I'm here to more so do a call-in show for y'all to pull up. You know, that's the main reason I'm doing this live stream, because I already put all of my thoughts in what we did in the draft. I did a whole draft review video, like 50 minutes long, gave my grade and everything. So y'all can go watch that if you want my opinions. Then of course, if y'all call in or if y'all in the chat ask a question, I'll answer it. But I already laid out everything I could possibly think of. That's why it took me like a week. I went back and watched more film on every single player. I mean, I like really sat down. I got advanced stats. I like really like put myself into like, okay, how do I actually for real feel about this draft? Not just how I felt about it live or immediately after the picks. How do I feel about it after giving it some time to really grow on me? So I did all of that. What was that, like 2 days ago or something like that? So if y'all, but again, if y'all have any questions, y'all want me to, y'all, you know, anything specific you want me to answer, but I'm more so here for this call-in show for y'all. So we already got my boy Ivory in here. We got my boy Joe up next. I want to say what's up to everybody first, though. What's good, Ty Loud? He said that I might have to call it real quick. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We only got 2 people online right now. 55 likes and just started. Hey, yes, sir, man. Shouts out to everybody, man. Make sure y'all leave those likes if you haven't already, even though it seems like most of y'all probably already did. What's good, Tyrone? What's good? What's good? And that's my bad. I was supposed to do this last weekend. Ended up super busy and forgot to reschedule it. So I'm just happy that I'm finally here to do it now. Now let's go ahead and get to my dog Ivory first. And again, we got my boy Joe right after that. What's good, Maurice? What's good, ADHD? What's good, everybody? Let's do it, man. How you feeling, Ivory?
Yeah, what's going on, Rico, man? I like the draft, man. I think Peters took a different approach this draft than he did the last draft. I think the last year, you know, he was reaching for some guys like Sennett and Luke McCaffrey and things. You know, those are players that he was thinking maybe not last year was going to be productive, but maybe this year. But I think this year, man, we got a lot of guys who will be contributors right away. Connolly,
I agree.
I expect to be a starter and a productive player. I think Amos, I think it's going to be. I think he could be in the running for defensive player of the year. I looked at his tape, man, and his technique, his athleticism. It just lines up. You know what I'm saying?
He's so versatile too. He can do everything. He can look at the quarterback's eyes. It's amazing. And you met defensive rookie of the year, right? I'm assuming.
Yeah, defensive rookie of the year. Yeah, defensive rookie of the year. I think Jalen Lane will be the steal. I just watched his tape, man. He played in a bad offense.
Terrible.
You know
Terrible.
So we didn't get to see his full impact. I went back and looked and said to see what Deshaun Jackson's 40 time was. It was 4.35, and this kid ran a 4.34.
And you know he's like 25 pounds heavier too.
That's what I'm saying, and all the other, not just the 40, but I think the
short shuttle,
vertical leap and the short vertical, and all of that. Man.
All of them better than Deshaun Jackson.
That just screams speed. You know what I'm saying? Now, when I watch him, I see elusiveness. I actually see power. He runs through arm tackles. You know what I'm saying?
He's more of a running back than a receiver, actually. It's actually really weird.
He is. Like, you know what I'm saying? I feel like he's one of those guys that because their offense was terrible and didn't have good quarterback play, we're going to see the best of him in our scheme. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
And I feel like you put him out there, and he will be doing things that we hope Diami would do in year one, I think. You know
Agreed.
I think he
Super
will be
agree.
the Diami part plus some more that we're not even aware of. I could see him on some crossing routes going 60. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, catch that joint across the offense, the defense, and just take off. Like, he is just such an explosive player. Krosky, Merritt, the running back, man, we got lucky to get him, quite frankly. Because if he played last year, he's a third-round pick. You know what I'm saying?
Easy in my opinion. Easily.
And so he's 208. He runs a, 4.45 or something like that? Like,
yes.
He's already our fastest running back. You know what I mean? I think what's going to happen, we're going to see him in training camp. They're going to see that explosiveness to the line because none of our other backs really have that explosive burst. So we're going to see him explode through, and all of a sudden now, I think he's going to immediately challenge for real time. Because one thing about DT and them, they believe in playing the best guys. No matter where you drafted, where you come from. So if he comes out and he shows, number one, he won't fumble. I think he has some pass potential to catch the ball out of the backfield. And I just think, we got players that are going to help. And Madrano, man, I like what I see with his he's freakishly athletic. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he is. Yeah. Literally, the only issue is tackling, in my opinion. It's just the tackling. That's it.
Yes. And I don't, you know what? And I heard that they say, well, he's not a thumper or whatever. But I got a feeling, man, that's just a byproduct of how he was used. I got a feeling when he gets back with Ken Norton that won't even be an issue. Mm-hmm. I feel like when I watched Zach Bond last year, he gives me those vibes. He's fast in that open field kind of way. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
I feel like one of the reasons we couldn't stop the run last year, and I love Bobby Wagner, I just felt like when people ran off tackle, sometimes he was too slow getting out there. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. He just could not cover enough ground to get out to the edge enough to stop those runs. So I think I know people are up in arms about not getting the edge rusher. Madrano, they say, might have some edge potential, so we might actually rush him to see if he can get there. You know what I'm saying?
I love the Madrano pick because with that athleticism, you never know. Maybe move him to box safety. He's your Jeremy Chin replacement. Maybe he's your next middle linebacker. To your point, maybe they try to turn him into an edge rusher. He's just like this athletic freak that they could just mold into whichever direction they want to go with.
And I love that Ken Norton really stood on the table for him. So that means he has an idea about what this kid could be. You know what I'm saying? At the next level. And I know people are up in arms about not getting the edge, really a productive edge rusher. But the way I look at it is, our offense averaged 28 a game last year with a rookie quarterback. I think they're going to
average more this year. Yeah.
28, man. We went from like 21 to 28. You know what I'm saying? I feel like this year with Debo, Lane, our receiving core just being better.
O-line being way better.
The running back situation, O-line. I'm thinking our offense goes to 32. I actually think we're going to lead the league in scoring. I think we're just that good. You know what I'm saying?
I wouldn't be surprised at all. Yeah.
And so if we're leading the league in scoring, so we're scoring 30 plus, and we're putting teams in position to have to throw. What do we do on defense? We bolstered our secondary. We got Amos, we got Jonathan Jones. So we automatically better. Sandwich should go to the slide. Igbenogany is a bench player, which he's more than capable of playing full-time a lot of snaps, as we saw.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
So now we have a secondary for teams that try to stretch, that need to catch up and throw. So we have a secondary that can stop people. And any team that thinks, okay, they have explosive offense, we got to run it at them. Now we got all these run defenders. Yep. So I feel like we've sort of got the counter to however a team thinks about playing against us. You know what I mean? And I'm not sure that my man ain't going to come out the pocket with some edge rusher that we're not even thinking about right now. You know what I'm saying?
I wouldn't be surprised.
Peters is, he works like that. So I think we've had one of the best, most functional drafts of things. We're going to get guys who can plug and play right now.
Yes,
and
sir.
I feel like we've got a bunch of guys, at least 4. Krosky, Merritt, Lane, and Connolly and Amos. I feel like those 4 will play and have a big impact next year. So, man, I just think I saw a picture earlier this week of Jaden at practice. I was like, I can't believe we're at that point already. You know
Everything felt sped up this offseason, the whole offseason.
we're just right there about ready to get this thing cranked up again, man. I'm like, yo, I mean, I call it now. I think Rich Eisen had us as the second best team in the league in the power rankings. I think we
Rich
have
Eisen,
to
yep.
be there. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
We have to be that good. I don't care about the Packers. They don't have Jayden. Jordan Love is not Jayden. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I agree.
Jared Goff is not Jayden.
Nope.
Jared Goff is not Jayden. Caleb Williams and a new offense, and he had a bunch of weapons last year. Everybody keep talking about giving Caleb more weapons. He got to learn how to play. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Like,
Got stuff holding on to that ball so long.
Yes, you got to learn how to play. Like, I really think it's down to us and the Eagles, and I feel like we've gotten closer. I think with the O-line reinforcements, because think about it, our only problem against their defense is Jayden not having enough time. That's the only problem against their defense. Now you make Jayden the guy that can have time to throw, man, and I figure he won't rush for 900 yards this year. I figure he might go for 450. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
With this improved offensive line, I'm telling you, man, I think it's Super Bowl or bust, man. That's the way we should look at it. Our expectations should be that. You know what I mean? You shouldn't be scared to back up. The stand on business with that mindset, man. We're not just trying to make the playoffs, and we should be thinking about we can beat, like they say, anytime, anywhere, somebody can get it. That's what we got to look at. So, man, I'm going to let the other callers get in, man. But, look, man, we Super Bowl or bust. That's it. That's what we're looking at, man.
And,
you know?
And just to go back to your edge rusher point, too, I think with us being able to stop the run better, you know, we'll be in third and longs more often rather than 3rd and 3, 3rd and 2. So we'll have more opportunities to get after the quarterback. And to your point, we're going to score more points per game. So we're going to have leads on teams. They're going to have to pass the ball against us. So I think teams are going to be in more passing situations against us. And I think we'll naturally put up better sack stats overall as a team just because of that alone.
And you know what Deron Payne does during the contract season.
Yeah,
so
he not Deron Payne get.
You know Payne gonna go silly this year because he got to get paid. You know what I'm saying?
Like,
you know, that's 11 to 12 sacks right off the rip, man. So I'm like, it's time. You know what I mean? So I think, you know, I think this kid we got from the Bears, Martin, I think he might have a little Fowler in him. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, he only had 4.5 sacks last season, but before last season, Dante Fowler had 4 or 5 with the Cowboys. He just played more here, so I think Jacob Martin may even be more efficient per snap as far as getting after the quarterback.
That's what I'm saying. More athletic. He's athletic too. I mean, you know, so we might be all right, man. But I'm gonna let the other callers get in, man. I can't wait, man. I know you're gonna have videos all the way up until.
Oh yeah.
Do you know what dates of the mini camp and stuff are? Have they put them out yet?
I know rookie mini camp is I think it's May 8th and 9th, I believe. And then where are we at? Let me see. I know OTAs are May 28th, May 30th, June 3rd through 4th, and June 6th. And then mandatory mini camp is June 10th through 12th. And that's all we know so far, I believe.
Man, we're a month away from it, man.
Yes, sir. About to kick up.
Oh, this is going to be good, man. All right, Rico. Thanks, man. I'll talk to you later, bro. Thanks.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Always. Yes, sir. Shouts out to Ivory. Great call to start it off, man. Shouts out to my boy Ivory. Shouts out to everybody that's pulling up, too, man. What's good, everybody? Yes, sir. And ADHD Gamer, I completely agree with what you said with the draft was an A-, and how the quality last year versus the quality this year and all of that. I agree. And then, Michael, I did see that Jaden Daniels dancing go-go band, but that wasn't him. It just happened to be somebody that really looked like him. But, boy, I had to squint, though. I had to squint and zoom in real hard because I really thought that was Jaden Daniels getting it, boy. Let me go ahead and bring on that man, Joe. Man, what's good, Joe?
What's good, Rico?
How you feeling, man?
It's been a minute.
Yes, sir. Yes,
feeling
sir.
Good. I like the draft overall. Like I said, we moved a lot of assets beforehand with the Debo and then the Tunsil trade. So we only had, 5, 6 picks, I think?
5.
Last year.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I consider that kind of part of the draft, but not really. It was really important for us, especially for the first 2 picks, to get people that's going to come in and play. And they did that, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, immediately.
Because people I don't think people realize, because Jaden kind of covered it up a little bit, how bad that offensive line was last year. Like, it was cool in the beginning, but towards the end,
oh boy, it bottomed out.
It wasn't it.
Boy, it bottomed out.
It just wasn't that good. And now we brought in a guy that he's a big guy. Apparently, other people like him. You saw how he said, like that pick. Other people like the pick.
Mel Kiper said
that's the guy he wanted.
Mel Kiper said, I don't know if you saw, but Mel Kiper said if he stayed one more year, he's a top 5 pick next draft.
That's what let's hope he lives up to the hype. But like I said, it's important because now he's going to move the right tackle, and we're going to move Coleman inside to where he should be. So that changes the whole offensive line. Like, you got to think about it. We got to figure a new offensive lineman over the offseason, basically, because Coleman's going to move inside. Tyler Biadasz is still great at center, and then Sam Cosmi, whenever he comes back, it's a brand new offensive line. Like, Adam Peters came in like beginning of 2024. The only lineman that stayed is Cosmi.
Yeah, it's crazy. Pro Bowl.
How much they changed that offensive line. It's good. That's what you need to do. Because my big thing going into this, we have to build up the trenches. Because that offensive line wasn't looking too good, and that defensive line was. And I feel like we've addressed both of those.
And we were one injury away from Michael Dieter playing 2 games.
Oh my God. And then we got Amos. Amos, I think everybody agrees, best pick we've had because he was mocked in the first round, and the fact we got him in the back end of the second round is insane. I don't know how he fell that far.
Yeah.
But what he allows is the same thing that Conley does. He allows somebody else to move to their natural position. Now Mikey can move the slot. Mikey's a good outside corner. He can be an elite slot.
I agree.
And Amos, I like what I've seen from him. So now the cornerback room looks so much better. I expect Lattimore to step it up. Everybody can talk whatever they want. He was injured. He came to a new team, and then he had to play Mike Evans and A.J. Brown.
Yep.
What do you expect? I'm sorry. Like, I don't care who you are. Especially, like, he's not prime Lattimore. I think he can still be good, which I expect this year.
Yeah.
But those first 2 picks were so important because they improved our team in more than just those 2 ways. It improved our offensive line a lot and improved our cornerback room a lot. So, home run, first 2 picks. And then when you get to about the 4th round, that's when you just draft for, like, okay, let's just try to get potential guys. Jalen Lane, I've been saying it, we needed playmakers. That boy is a playmaker.
Yep.
Deshaun Jackson type speed. That's why I looked at him. I was looking at his tape. I was like, okay, he was on a bad team. So you actually got a real quarterback throwing you the ball now. So
I'm about to say, he was open so much when you watch his All-22.
Oh, my God. He's like, one word is just like, he's the most explosive player I saw in the draft. And I did not think, like, I didn't know who he was. Because once you get to the later rounds, you're like, I don't know who this is. So I looked at the tape, and it was just like, whoa. Like, it was that noticeable where you're like, wow.
Yeah.
But even if he doesn't, let's say he doesn't make an impact offensively this year, he's going to be our returner, which changes everything. Because one of the big reasons why we lost to the Eagles was because somebody was returning and fumbled the ball. Which, oh my God! Ooh, I'm not going to get mad. I'm not going to get mad. But this kid, I was saying it. We needed playmakers this offseason. We need to build the trenches. We did both. We got Debo. I love Debo for what we got for him. But this kid, if he can come in and make an impact right away, Jaden with that deep ball, whoo!
Boy.
And then not only that, he's the type of kid that can take a slant, go 60 yards. That's what Jaden needs, because I felt like Jaden had to carry the load offensively so much last year because we couldn't run the ball, because we didn't have playmakers. And now we're at the point where we're adding those things so Jaden can just take it a little easier and just kind of let the game develop instead of having to, I got to rush for 30 yards this play because nobody can run the ball. I got to make a play because nobody else can besides Terry. It was just, I'm liking what we're doing. Then the next pick was Kane. This is just a high potential pick, really athletic, has some flaws, but it's the 6th round. You're not going to get a home run in the 6th round.
Yeah.
I like his athletic profile. Should be a special teamer this year. Maybe he'll make some. I don't expect him to be a defensive standout this year. I expect him to be special teams and develop, because that's kind of the point of the draft. That's why I don't like giving grades on draft, because you don't really know what it's going to be till like 5 years from now.
Yeah, what's even the plan for the guy?
We'll see what happens. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I like his ceiling. Like I said, at this point, you just draft. Like, he loves his RAS. He loves it. So, hopefully this guy works out. I like him. Like I said, nothing crazy. But we have the Jordan McGee guy. He's actually from where I'm from. So I heard a lot of good things about him last year when he was in training camp. So hopefully he can develop, because Bobby Wagner's getting a little old. Frankie Lou's a dog. I love him. But hopefully if Jordan comes back, that allows Frankie to play more of that pass rushing Micah Parsons.
Yeah, get after that quarterback. Yeah.
And then last pick, I was watching the live stream. You wanted us to take him 6th round, and we were somehow was able to get him in the 7th.
Boy.
I'm not even going to say Mary. I don't know how
it took me a minute. It took me a few days to get it down. I ain't gonna lie.
It's the weekend I'm drinking, man. Listen. But listen, if he played this year, he would have been a higher pick. Guaranteed.
Way higher.
He just didn't play because of eligibility. So he has fresh meals. Ain't like he has a lot of tread on the tires. And like I said, we needed playmakers. This kid is a playmaker. I watched his tape. Like, I don't care who you're playing against. You can see talent. He has it. But
yep.
I love B-Rob, love him to death. The man has negative acceleration. Like, I'm sorry. He just does. He should be our power back. You need a couple yards. I think B-Rob's going to look better this year because the offensive line's going to be so much better. But still, I think this kid has a real chance to come in and compete for that starting job. I really do.
I agree.
He has the explosiveness. He has playmaking. The only thing that I've seen about him is he's not the greatest pass catcher, which is fine because B-Rob can catch balls and Eckler can still catch balls. I need somebody that can come in and, like I said, alleviate the weight from Jaden's shoulders so Jaden doesn't have to do absolutely everything.
Please.
Because, like, I don't think people just look at stats and everything. I watch Jaden play. Like, I can name just so many games, especially towards the end of the season, where he just had to be the whole offense.
Entire thing.
We couldn't run the ball. He was the only one that could run the ball. He just had to do everything. So that's what I'm saying. I'm hoping this will help propel Jaden to a higher level because the foundation beneath him is rising as well. But overall, really like the draft. Really like the picks, especially the first 2 picks. Like I said, they changed a lot. I am surprised they didn't go edge rusher. I think all of us expected them to go edge rusher, especially early. I'm mad Mike Green went a little earlier to Baltimore, but I kind of figured that we weren't going to draft him given his issues.
That's
that's
good
how
to be
Watson
true.
is. Yeah. I think we're just going to end up going to get a guy in free agency, which is fine. Like I said, you only have 1 week. Like, the only weak spot on defense I really see is edge. That's it. Our interior defensive line's better. Our linebackers are a really good group. Our cornerbacks are better. And safeties are solid. Like, I like Will Harris. So, going into it, like I said, the edge is the only thing we really need to address. I like where we're at. Overall, like, if I had to give it a grade, I'd give it like an A-. But
that's around where I'm at.
I just don't like the grading system.
Yeah.
I just don't like doing it because you just don't know. Like, people, like, I looked at the draft where they drafted Russell Wilson for Seahawks. They gave that a dash because they thought he was going to be trash. And they got, like, Bruce Hurt. Like, you just never know.
Yeah, never know
what's going to happen in the NFL.
Yeah.
I just, like I said, I'm looking forward to the season. Thank you for all your coverage, man. I'll be watching, I'll be tuning in. And it's gonna be a good year, man. It's gonna be a good year. But shout out Rico, shout out everybody watching. I'm out.
Appreciate that. Shout out to my boy Joe, man, in the building, man. Great call as always, man. Agree with a lot of the points, man. I'm really excited about Jacory, y'all. I think I can see why a lot of people feel like Trey Amos was probably like the steal of the draft just off of the fact that most people felt like he was a first-round talent. Not only did we get him in the second, we got him at the end of the second. But I'm telling y'all right now, I already know people are going to fall in love. People that don't even like him yet. People are going to fall in love with Jalen Lane and Jacory when we get to like preseason especially, and they're out there going against the other team's backups looking like Pro Bowlers out there. I'm telling y'all right now, their athleticism, they are way more talented than the rounds they were taking in. Jalen Lane just had a terrible offense, a terrible quarterback. Don't watch his highlights. The highlights are cool too. Watch the all-22 tape where he's just open and doesn't get the ball. That's why he only had like 400 and something receiving yards or something like that. And then Jacory, man, only played 1 game. I'm assuming the team that his former team snitched on him. Because remember, he transferred from, to Arizona, New Mexico to Arizona. He played against his former team, New Mexico, the first game of the season after he went to Arizona, and immediately the NCAA hits him up and is like, you can't play. So I'm just assuming his former team, after he whooped them week 1 last season, they probably snitched on him. Was like, hey, why is he whooping us? He shouldn't even be playing right now. So if Jacory would have played this season, like the entire season, I don't think he makes it out of round 3. So to get him at round 7 is insane. I think he's the running back we've been looking for. And again, to Joe's point, Jaden Daniels just needs some people to help him. I mean, y'all remember all the times Jaden Daniels throws a ball to a receiver, he gets tackled within the 5 or even the 1 yard line sometimes. Or really, if you think about every Jaden Daniels touchdown throw, 90-something% of them were him throwing to the receiver already in the end zone. Very rarely did he throw it to a receiver and then they ran into the end zone themselves. So luckily you got Debo, you got Jalen Lane. Hopefully Ja'Cory can provide that as well. Hopefully we have a lot more guys on our roster and on the offense that can help Jaden just a little bit. Jaden Daniels was your leading rusher last year, and passing game wise, he had to do all of the work air yards. He was probably, if we're talking about percentage of passing yards, Jaden Daniels probably had the highest percentage of air yards because everybody else had these receivers. You pass it to them 3-5 yard slant, they take it 30. Jaden Daniels was not getting that last year at all. Let's go ahead and keep it pushing though. Shouts out my boy Argo, man. What's good, Argo? How you feeling?
Yo, what's up, Rico? How are you doing?
Good, man. Good, man. Feeling good. Let's get it, man. I love the draft. How you feeling about it?
Oh, how many A plus 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 plus?
Talk to me. Talk to me.
We locked down the defense with 1 DB. We now probably have the best DB core in the NFC, in my opinion.
Okay.
Yeah. But NFL even. I'll say NFL.
Okay.
We locked down that offensive line. Jaden gonna sit back there like a statue and just throw lasers across the field. I mean, I say we the best team, and I love the way we went. We got Larry Tunzel. That's free agency, but draft still.
I'm gonna say use draft picks to do it. He's part of our draft class technically. I agree.
Yeah, it's part of the off-season class, but I don't know. It's crazy. 2 years ago, we were a 4-win team. Now we're probably gonna win the Super Bowl. I'm saying we're Super Bowl team this year.
Let's get it. Okay.
Every last hole we did. Eagles got worse by far. We got better. That line, we thrashed the Lions, which were Super Bowl favorites.
Yeah.
But then it's crazy though. I don't even know what to say anymore. I like that Trey Amos pick. I'm trying to think of his brother. He played for the Packers.
Oh, I didn't even think about that. Yeah, the Packers did have an Amos. Forgot about that.
Yeah, I forget what's his name. Fuck.
Now I gotta look it up. I forgot the Packers did have an Amos. Cannot remember his name to save my life right now.
No, me neither. But he was a good player. He was good. Not Will Campbell, or the tackle we took out of Oregon. I can't think of his name now. God.
You talking about Josh Connolly?
Yeah. We got Jaden Daniels. It's bad when your QB is your leading rusher.
Never should happen again. Hopefully, ever.
No.
Please.
QB should be an extension of the running game, not the running game.
Agreed.
I don't know. I feel like now we got tough teams in the NFC. The Eagles are still good. The Giants are probably going to be a solid 8-win team this year. I think we play in the hardest division again.
I wouldn't be surprised.
After the draft, the Giants have.
I can see that.
We adapted and we came in and got the Abdul Carter stopper.
Yep. The Abdul Carter eraser took him completely out of that game. Yeah. Big Ten championship.
Yeah. Yeah. I ain't mad about that. We sat there. We don't sit there.
I'm about to say they spent the 3rd overall pick for Abdul Carter. We used the 29th overall pick for the guy that completely erased him out of a game. I feel like we won that.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. Abdul Carter was there. It was Abdul Carter now. Mike Green. What's up with Mike Green? I wanted him at 29.
It's those off the field concerns. And it's not even just the fact that he had assault on his head, but it was the fact that he had it at 2 different places. It was like once in high school and then again in college or something like that. That's what really did it. The fact that it was like 2 separate occasions at 2 different times. I'm assuming with probably 2 different women as well. So Yeah, that's why people skipped on him, and that's why the Ravens. You remember, I don't know if people noticed, they drafted a kicker in like the 6th round, so they were like, yeah, we can't have Mike Green and Justin Tucker on this team.
Oh Lord, that's crazy. I mean, the Baltimore pedophiles.
Yeah, boy, I don't know what they got going on over there. I'm hoping Mike Green is clean, because I really liked watching his tape. Even though he ended up not on the burgundy and gold, I just loved watching him as a player. So I'm rooting for him to do well. But yeah, Adam Peters wasn't chancing that. Even after the Brandon McManus situation ended up being proven innocent or whatever, they still just weren't taking that chance. But yeah, man, I appreciate that, Argo, man, as always.
All right, thank you.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Shout out to my boy Argo. Been calling in for years, man. One of the longest tenured callers to the show, man. Appreciate you as always, man.
All right.
Yes, sir.
Steven.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Argo been calling in here for years, man. That's one of the longest tenured callers pulling up to the show, man. So shouts out to my boy. And then we're starting to develop somewhat of a line now. We're, we almost to a double-digit number now, but we're going to get through it. So next up, we have a 252 number. Who's this?
Yo, what's up, man? This is Zay.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I'm in North Carolina, bro, man. I've been following you for years, man. I just want to get my voice out there, man. You inspired me to get my podcast started last season.
Yes, sir.
It started up and running, so we about to get it running this year. I only dropped 2 videos last year, but this year is going to be a different story, man.
Yes, sir. Let's get to
it.
Get
to the point, man.
Oh, and first of all, what part of North Carolina? Because my family's all based in Windsor. Like, that's where we family vacations, all of that.
Oh, you from? Okay, I'm based in Craven County, so it's like, cause actually my uncle lives probably like another 30 minutes from Windsor.
Okay.
So he's probably about an hour and a half away from where I am.
Okay. Yes, sir. Had to make sure I had to check in. What's good, man?
Absolutely. What's good with you, man? So get to what I was about to say about this draft, man. I think this draft was a home run, man. I can't even lie. At first, a lot of us probably thought with the Connolly pick, we was just upset at, man, we should have went, defensive end or whatever the case may be, or a wide receiver. And our odds, best available. But I think when we overall look at it, I tend to say it's more of a, what I like to call you got a front face value and a back end value. I think all of these picks are back end value because when you look at front face value, you just see the things that appeal to you most, speed, power, not even agility, all the stuff that we see attracted to us. But when you look at back end value, man, these guys on this team that just got drafted, man, they got multiple things that they can do. Connolly, he's agile. He can actually play guard if you look at it. He can play right tackle, left tackle. He can move inside. He can get out when we run screen.
He can even catch a touchdown pass.
I mean, he can catch a touchdown pass, right? Amos, if you want to, you can put him in the slot. You know what I'm saying? You can put him out to the right, put him out to the left. Jalen Lane, man, that's the pick that I was actually looking forward to, man, because he has speed, and I think that's what we're lacking since we gave up Diami. And even when you look at it last season, other than Diami and maybe Terry Long and Scary Terry, we didn't have much speed. So now this opens up the playbook, I think, for us to be able to run, not run less shotgun formation, run less gun formation. I think now this season is going to open up, especially with Jacory, who I was a big fan of.
Huge.
A year ago, man. I was looking at him a year ago, and then when he went to the Strong Bowl,
he was before me.
He broke off, and I was like, dude, that is our dude, yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I wanted this dude badly. And this is what Adam Peters specializes in, those late round evaluations, the stars in the making,
That's what teams are made.
Not every star, right. And not every star is going to be made in the 1st to the 4th round. There's some who's in the Hall of Fame right now who were drafted in the 5th, 6th, 7th rounds, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Undrafted. So I think this year, man, this year Cliff is definitely going to switch up this playbook, because I think with the playbook last year, he had to run that kind of college pro-style offense to create space, create open lanes for Jaden to get passes through and short passes, get the ball out his hands, because we didn't have that many playmakers. But I think this year you're going to see a lot of I formation, single single back. You might see a lot of special plays with him. B-Rob in the backfield taking snaps with freaking Debo lined up to the right. We just going to open up the playbook this year because we can't be that predictable. But
that sounds
overall,
so
man,
fun.
this draft class, yeah. And my least favorite pick in this draft was probably, and I actually like to do it. It's probably Majano. But I see a lot for him as well, especially now that he's in the room with I forgot our linebacker's coach.
Ken Norton Jr., yep.
I've got his name.
Reunited.
Ken Norton Jr., yeah.
Reunited.
Reunited with him. And he's like, and you can hear it on the phone or in the draft. It was like these dudes about to start crying, dude. He was so ecstatic to be back with Ken Norton, dude.
Yeah.
And that's what you want, dude. You already want to have that chemistry in place. You kind of don't want to start from the bottom up. They don't probably mind it. But you don't want to, you just want to be able to come in and already have that relationship developed so that way you can go ahead and have that guy. You can trust that guy out in the field, whether it's special teams, whether it's on defense, whether you're taking third down reps or third team reps, first team reps, whatever the case may be. But this dude's he's a baller too. I see him definitely as a run stuffer. I see him. We have 3 back sets, 3 linebacker sets. I see Frankie on the line, and I see you put him back there, and you let him run sideline to sideline and get after them boys. And stop the run. I think that's going to be what we improve this year, and I really think this year we're going to make that jump. So this year, man, I think we're going to have another NFC Championship game in us for certain. I think we can get to the Super Bowl this year, man. We just got to stay consistent, And that's the beautiful thing. Before I move on about my day, man, it's the beautiful thing is now they've been to that level of the NFC Championship. Now they know what to expect going forward. They know the scheduling getting harder. They know the team's going to get difficult. But a lot of these teams, man, are very beatable. I mean, the Packers, we already beat the Lions. The Packers are beatable. I mean, who else? The Eagles are definitely beatable. I'm tired of everybody saying, everybody got to go to the Eagles. Man, the Eagles are not that deep if you look at it. They lost a lot of their coaches that lost a good amount of their players. And then they're trying to actually rebuild that rapport with the new people that they're bringing in. So, it's a wait and see game, but the utmost confidence in our guys this year, man.
I agree. I'm right with you. I'm ready. Bring the Eagles on. Bring them all on. I'm ready.
Right. Bring them. We ready, man. We ain't going nowhere. We ready. We here now.
Yes, sir.
We here. Sir.
Yes, sir. And before you go, too, make sure you definitely shout out the podcast and everything, too, man. Definitely do that.
Oh, for sure, man. I'm Zay Bradley, man. I'm the host of it. It's the Command It All podcast. You probably seen me in a couple of the Commander Keys videos, commenting and stuff like that.
Yes, sir.
But, y'all tap in, tune in. Like I said, I only got 2 videos. I got a promotion at my job last year during the football season, so I had to worry about that.
Hey, that's a good thing. It'd be like that. Yes, sir.
Oh, yeah. It'd be like that, man. But we're taking off this year. I got a whole setup I got coming, man. Got the green screen ready. Got the custom posters. We about to get at it, man. So
yes, sir.
Command It All podcast. Follow me on Twitter at Brad_Zay, Z-A-Y. I'm out there as well, discussing my opinions, talking football, talking Washington Commanders, and let's get at it, man. Let's do this.
Yes, sir, man. Shouts out to my boy Zay all the way in North Carolina, man. Appreciate the call. First-time caller, but I got you saved in and everything, so let's do it, man. Appreciate that.
For sure. Appreciate you.
Yes, sir. Make sure y'all follow my boy. Subscribe, follow everything my boy Zay, man. Y'all heard him, man. Thank you again, Zay.
Appreciate you. Yeah, I'm doing, bro.
Yes, sir. You too.
Sir.
Yes, sir. We're going to keep it going. Great calls, man. We got a few more to go. You know what I'm saying? Now, I'm not going to, we're not going to do like a super long live stream. As a matter of fact, we're down to like I may make this the last 5 people. We'll see. I'll maybe leave it open just a little while longer to see if anybody else may want to call in, but I'm probably going to go ahead and shut it down soon so that we can get through all the callers. Cause I haven't done a video today technically yet. So I definitely want to get one done. Hopefully, I'm done here before 4:30. I can go ahead and start recording one, get it out to y'all maybe by like 6 or 7. So yeah, let's go ahead and keep it going, man. I'm the one holding everything up, talking to y'all right now. Let me go ahead and bring my boy Trey on next, man. What's good, Trey? AKA them skins in the chat, man. What's good?
What it do, man?
How you feeling? How you feeling about that draft?
I say like B+.
Okay.
Or B++. I don't know.
Yeah. That's about where people are in general.
Yeah, I'm not upset at the draft at all. I'll say only a B+ because I did want an edge, and we didn't do that. But like I said, I believe in Peters, so I'm with it. So now I'm off to the next part. Got my little bag of popcorn, and I'm just watching what they talking about. Now that's what's cooking my grits, because we talking about. I just saw they talking about what's his name? Brandon Scherr. They talking about bringing him back.
Okay, I've been hearing about that too.
I'm like, the hell with that. The hell with that. So for one, when he was with us, like he never was healthy. Like that was a consistent problem with him. And then it was like he was like a baby Kirk Cousins. He was trying to milk the money.
Yep.
Like we offered to make him the highest, and he ain't want that.
Yep.
So I don't want that. I don't want that energy with the team.
Plus, we don't need another guard. I mean, other than Samuel Cosby being hurt early in the season, I think we got good starters, solid depth. I think we're good to go.
I mean, I like what we're doing with the line and just getting all ready and whatnot, because like people talk like as far as receiver and all that. I'm like, we ain't worried about none of that. Yeah, the Lane pick, that was a good pick. That was a really good pick. But I mean, we are super deep in receiver. Like we were one of the best offenses in the league last year. And that was when we had a shitty boo-boo offensive line. So, like, so shore up the offensive line a little more. And then people, I don't know why people forget Luke McDaniels, right? That's his name, Luke.
McCaffrey. Yeah.
Lucas. Sir. Lucas McCaffrey, whichever his name is.
Yes, sir.
But, he didn't have a stunning season, but I mean, you watched the All-22, so you see more than me. But it's that he just don't get thrown the ball.
He was open quite a bit, not getting the ball.
Yeah, he be wide open all the time, it seems like. And I just feel like if they get that line fixed up, Daniels will have the time to like do a full scope, and he'll see what he be missing. So, I just see nothing but sunshine. It all looks good. It all looks good, man.
Yeah, I agree. That O-line being better is going to make everything better, to your point. I agree.
Yeah, indeed. And just from every aspect, even if you want to talk the stadium talk, like, I don't know why they making it, well, they are making it seem like it come down to this vote on the 15th, whatever, which, okay, yeah, true. But that ain't what they making it seem like to the ticket holders.
Oh yeah, now they're selling
of the stadium right now.
Of it's finalized, like it's on the way. You can bet on it. Yeah.
they have sent out, and I said I was going to do something on it to put it to my little channel thing or whatever. But they had already sent out like they asked some questions on like what should we do with this new stadium? What would you prefer us? You know what I mean?
Oh, that's good, though. I like that. Okay.
Yeah, so they talking about it as if they already know.
Yeah.
And just the dummies of the world, we think it's not, the decision ain't made yet, still for the 15th, but they not making it seem like that at all.
Yeah, they making it seem like they know that vote going to go through the way they're conducting themselves.
I mean, they kind of was damn near asking me to reserve where I would want my seat.
Oh yeah, they all the way in it. They head first.
Yeah, so everything is looking good for us. Who deserves it more than us? Who deserves it more than us?
Nobody.
Dealing with Snyder.
Let's say we've been through it
for as long as it's like, come on. It's the universe is finally like, yeah, okay, we got the balance back. And then like, they owe us one. They owe us something. And then, on top of that, for the area at that, like, yes, we need this Super Bowl because
Trey, you good? You there? That was a cliffhanger. It's different if you get cut off like mid-sentence anywhere, but it was a because and then it stopped. Oh, man, my boy. All right, man. Let's see if he'll end up calling back. We're going to go ahead and keep it pushing. We were already to the end of the time, but I'm not going to do him like that. If he called back, of course, I'll let him get a few more thoughts in there. But yeah, let's go ahead. We're going to go ahead and keep it pushing, man. We have like a few more people in line now. We have a 415 number next. Who's this?
Yo, what's up, bro? It's Joel.
You said Joel?
Yeah, I was just gonna say, I'm not a Commanders fan, but you know I follow you. I got some investment in Jacory.
Okay.
And I was just wondering, so how I'm really high on Jacory.
Same here.
I'm honestly worried. Does he need a really good line to run, or like what's his ceiling to you? I got another question after this too, but what's his ceiling?
When I watch him run, man, I think he has everything to be like a true lead back that Jayden Daniels is needed. Like I wanted Travion Henderson, and I think this guy's more agile. I know Travion Henderson ran like a .02 faster 40 time, but Jacory killed him when it came to 10 and 20 yard split. And if anything, as a running back, that matters more. And I think out of all running backs in this draft class, including Aston Genty and all of those guys, he had the highest run success rate against stacked boxes as well. Like there's even more stats I could bring up to where he should have never have made it to the 7th round. I think he's a 3rd round pick at worst if he plays this last season to Arizona. So we're lucky, and I think that I'm not sure about his fantasy value yet because I don't know how long it's going to take for Cliff Kingsbury and those guys and even just him to get his body back in shape after missing a season. How long it'll take for him to get going? But
I was gonna say it's a dynasty, so I'm literally like I'm gonna be able to sit on it. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, then I would for sure. I think he's gonna be our lead back. First of all of our running backs are on 1-year deals. You know, he's like our longest tenured running back contract wise right now.
I didn't even realize that.
Yeah, Brian Robinson.
Okay,
all of them. Eckler 1-year deals across the board.
I was gonna say, you know how y'all traded for CJ Stroud's offensive line? What's that one?
Laramie Tunsil,
right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So, are y'all not worried about what? Because you seen how Stroud was. He was seeing ghosts last season.
Mm-hmm.
You're not worried about what? Cause that was Tunsil's fault too. So I'm not gonna say all of it was.
There was some of it, yeah.
He was a big part of it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's what I want to know for sure.
I mean, Jayden Daniels, on top of just the mobility, he also plays like he has eyes in the back of his head. He has a good internal clock, so I'm not really worried about it. Because at the very least, as much as I love Brandon Coleman, Laramie Tunsil is at least better than Brandon Coleman. I think Laramie Tunsil is still a top 5 left tackle in the NFL, even though some last year was his fault. But I think he'll be on a more of an island now. He won't have to try to overcompensate for the guy to the right side of him because that's going to be Brandon Coleman. I think he's even going to be better this year. Yeah.
Okay, so you guys, it doesn't matter because of it's an upgrade anyway.
Yeah.
Like, no matter what y'all had before, it was an upgrade.
Yes, sir. Yeah, I like Brandon Coleman, but him moving to left guard is definitely better than him playing left tackle, for sure. For me, in my opinion.
Nah. Hey, I watched. I'm a Ravens fan, so I watched.
Yes, sir. Take care of my boy Malachi Starks. That's my Georgia dog right there. Take care of my boy.
Hey man, you don't know how juice I was. And then we got Mike Green in the second round. I know the allegations are a little iffy, but I feel like with the Ravens, Ray Lewis killed 2 people. You feel me?
That's an A. Yeah, it's an A. I wanted him at 29. So I think y'all got one of the biggest steals of the draft. So shouts out to y'all, man.
Hey, either way. Nah, real shit. If we didn't get him, y'all was gonna get him. So I'm like,
oh yeah, I think we were like 3-4 picks behind y'all. Yeah, I think we probably would have.
Nah, I know y'all was gonna grab him, but yeah, it's good. Good looks, bro. I just wanted to ask about JTM. And,
yes, sir.
Yeah.
Take care of my boy Malachi.
Hopefully the line do him some justice. But
yes, sir.
Good one, bro.
Yes, sir. I would definitely take Jacory. Thanks for calling in. Oh, take care of my boy Kyle Hamilton too. Y'all already doing that. He's from Atlanta.
Oh yeah, I know. That's 2 steals in a row in the safety position. It's
yes,
crazy,
sir.
Man.
Hey, man, when you draft from the state of Georgia, man, it'll do it. It'll do it to you. But appreciate that, Joel. Yes, sir.
All right, bro.
Thank you. Yes, sir, man. Shouts out to my boy Joel calling in. Ravens fan in the building. That's what's up. I really, really rock with that. Shouts out my boy Bryce. We got him next. Then we have a 276 number. And then we have my boy DC Community in the building. And then that's it. We're going to go ahead and wrap it up with those last 3 calls. And yeah, man, let's get busy. 276, who's this? No, my fault. Bryce is first. Sorry, Bryce, what's good, man?
Hey, what's good, bro?
How you feeling?
I mean, like, if we're giving it a grade, I'd say about B+ as well, just because the fact we didn't get an edge, but
yep.
I brought up the fact when we had the call-in show last week that line and corner room was still kind of thin. Now we got your boy Trey Amos coming in, and he's still a rook, obviously, but I feel like his 6'1" frame is gonna be much better on the outside, and then we can have Sanders still as a complimentary actual full-on slot because he's only 5'10", right? So
yeah.
But I'm feeling real happy about our draft. Not ecstatic because I really wanted Mike Green, but now that I heard that he has these allegations, honestly, I think we kind of lucked out on that one.
I can see that. A lot of people were afraid because he's a top 15, top 10 talent in this draft. He only made it that far because of that. And maybe the Commanders didn't even have him on their board at all, even if he was there at 61. Who knows? I feel like we might have taken him, but who knows?
Yeah. But again, offensive line, I'm ecstatic. I've seen a lot of hate on the Cornley pick, but honestly, bro, now that we have an ex-dog and we picked up Tunsil in the off season or before wherever after the Super Bowl and stuff. But I'm so happy because our line was playing good, but you could still tell they weren't 100% there. Now that we could put Brandon Coleman in as guard, have Tunsil on the outside, and then maybe even start Cornley as well, or stick with Wiley or something. I hate Wiley, by the way. Wiley is a scrub in my opinion, but I'd love to see Wiley get benched for Cornley. But
yeah, that's the plan because Cliff kept having. I mean, how many times tight ends, running backs, and wide receivers will have to come and chip the edge rusher and then start their route? Now with Connolly, you don't have to do that. You could just start your route immediately. So that's going to open up the offense. Yep.
I don't really know how good Cosme is on tackle, but we could even stick him on the tackle spot. And then
I forgot we drafted him to
develop in the as a right guard, right? So
I forgot we did draft Cosme as a tackle at first. I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Then he moved to guard year 2 or something like that. Yeah.
Yeah. So we could even have both of our quote unquote vets on the outside, and then keep our youngins on the inside, keep them from getting exposed. So.
Yes, sir.
But also Trey Amos, man, and we did pick up. What's his face? Taylor or whatever.
Gabe Taylor.
First name again?
Gabe
Taylor.
Yeah, he's technically not signed, but he's gonna be there in rookie minicamp. Yep.
And I watched your other video, breaking down his film and stuff, and bro, I told you, his film is actually insane.
Yeah.
And compared to our special team safeties that we have on the outside right now, I feel like he has a real chance of actually making the 53-man roster.
Yeah, it's crazy because we have all of these safeties, but all of them are special teams guys. We only have a couple that I actually trust to play on Sundays as a safety on defense. Tyler Owens, Jeremy Reeves, love them, but I don't necessarily love them at safety right now. They're just special teamers that happen to be safeties by title.
Yeah. And Taylor's also got a knack for the ball, bro. When you really watch his film, he fights for the ball. He's always throwing hands at the ball. He's always got a nose where the ball's going to go. He always watches the quarterback's eyes. So it's and I'm pretty sure he broke the record for the most interceptions or whatever, if I'm not 100% mistaken.
Oh, okay. I did not know that.
I might be wrong on that. I might be thinking of someone else, but he had 11 interceptions or some shit. I'm not exactly the exact number, but I'm pretty sure it's around that.
Yeah, I remember he did everything. Interceptions, pass breakups, tackles for losses, sacks. He did everything for Rice, man.
Yeah. He's beloved by the Rice people as well. So it's they know what they have there, and we know what we're gonna get hopefully out of him. I hope he balls out and we get a surefire safety, because it's been years since I've had this much hope. Like, even last season when we drafted Jaden Daniels, I wasn't like, oh, we're going to the fucking NFC Championship game. But, like, now that all that shit went through, like, bro, I feel like our line's 100% better. Our defensive line still, if we can pick up Von Miller, that'd be amazing. It's just an extra piece we can use. But he is always, like, 36 years old, so it's like, how much help is he going to be if we even get him? But, like, every other position group besides defensive tackle or defensive edge and then linebacker, it's like we're laughing. Like, we filled out every single need. And then I didn't even bring up Jeremy Lane. Like, I didn't really watch any of his film because, like, I don't really, like, watch a lot of film, but unless I'm, like, really, really excited about the guy. Like, and I thought we already had a pretty good wide receiver room. Like, again, like homie said last time, like, Luke McCaffrey was having a good season. He really wasn't having, like, targets, you know?
Yeah.
So it's like I thought we were going to roll with Luke McCaffrey and Debo and Terry McLaurin, but the more depth, the better, you know, because Debo has been injury prone, so.
Yeah, and worst case scenario, Jalen Lane is your starting punt returner. Probably the best one we've had since Brandon Banks, too.
Yeah, that's fact.
Yeah.
And one more thing, the running back we picked up, I watched his film.
That's my boy.
Holy cow, man.
That's my boy.
We got us one.
His agility is insane.
I can't believe that guy fell to 7th because he was uneligible last year. Like, that's crazy.
Yeah, shouts out to New Mexico for snitching on him.
But yeah, no, I'm gonna let you go and get rid of the last or get to the next few callers because I know you're almost done. So I'm gonna let you go.
Yes, sir, man. Appreciate that, Bryce, as always, man. Great call, man. Thank you, man.
Yeah, bro. All right,
yes,
left hand up. Who are we?
The Commanders. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Shouts out my boy Bryce as always, man. Always a great call, man. Call back every time we do a call-in show. And before we move on to the last 2 callers, let me make sure I do my big shout out and thanks to my boy Carl Mitchell for pulling up and donating to the stream, man. Didn't even have anything that he wanted to necessarily say with the donation. He just wanted to show some love. So I really appreciate that, man. And shouts out to all y'all in the chat. If you haven't already, make sure y'all leave that like. If you haven't yet, make sure you leave a like before you leave. It's free, all of that, man. So really appreciate all of y'all. And again, shouts out to all of y'all in the chat. Now, granted, I haven't been able to see all of y'all messages because when I'm talking to the people in the calls, I'm trying to give everybody my undivided attention. I don't want to just sit here and have y'all talking and I'm ignoring you. I'm all over the place, so I try my best to so I'm not able to read the chat as much, but sometimes I do see a couple of things. And first of all, some things y'all say are funny. Like, I think I saw somebody say they needed me to say Mo one time. I guess I've never said that. I've never used that in a sentence before. But either way, man, let's go ahead and keep it pushing though. We have the last 2 callers. Was good, Dusty. We have a 276 number. Who's this? And then we got my boy DC Community afterwards. 276. Who's this, man?
Ziggy Zhao is Commander-in-Chief Daily. What's good with you?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You said Commanders-in-Chief Daily. Hold on. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, Lord. That Zulu tribe. I'm still in here.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. What's good, man? How you feeling?
I'm feeling great, baby. Listen, let's get to it. All right, so I got a few questions. We got questions.
Okay.
Right?
Okay. I got answers.
Yeah. Now I hear everybody asking about this. You know, we didn't. You know, I love the draft, but we didn't take edge. We didn't take edge. Right?
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. All right. Do anybody, under the sound of my voice, know what our pass defense was ranked last year?
Actually, off the top, no.
It was ranked 3rd. We was ranked 3rd in pass defense.
Oh,
so the
wow.
pass rush and the pass defense is tied together.
Mm-hmm.
So for all our fans out there, I need y'all to wake up and stop repeating what you hear these analysts say on TV.
Okay.
Listen.
Talk to them.
Of course, why would you put all your eggs in one bag? Oh, we was ranked 3rd. Our coaching staff is looking at it like we went out there with a bunch of, I ain't gonna say second stringers, but we had some guys that wasn't really like highly touted coming in, at edge,
just
right?
to fill spots.
And we still had a good enough edge rush that it gave our DBs a chance to be ranked 3rd at the end of the year.
And mind you, that's Benjamin St. Juice and Michael Davis is DB.
Exactly. So why would you you only got five draft picks. Why would you spend one of them draft picks on a quote unquote edge rusher when you already see what you doing, the schemes that you running is working good enough that you was ranked third with, you know, some bargain basement, you know, edge rushers to begin with for this year. Then, okay, on top of that, it's like, if I put, let's say we go out there and we get Von Miller, we go get whoever the most famous name is, insert name here. Let's say we go get one of them guys at edge. Now every time that guy hit the field, you've already told that offensive coach what we running. Right now, the same way the fans don't know what defense we gonna put out there on the field, that's the same way our opponent don't know.
Yeah, true.
And I'm loving that.
Yeah, true.
And I need our fans to step up into 2025 realizing that our coaching staff is quiet as kept. They making sure every decision that they make stay in-house. They do not want no leaks. And these things are really helping us.
I love that, yeah.
Yes, because all of the fantastic plays and everything that happened last year, you wouldn't have got those plays would not have been made under the old coaching staffs that we had for years previous because our information was getting leaked around the league. Everybody knew what we was going to do. Everybody knew our next move. They knew our alignments. They knew who was going when so-and-so hit the field, okay, this is what they're going to do.
Yeah.
But nobody knows that now. So I need our fans to really put some respect on that. That right there is how we made it to the NFC Championship game.
Yep.
Because of the play calling and the decisions that they made based on the personnel that they put on the field. And when I put this guy on the field, they thinking we're going to do X, but we really getting ready to do Y and Z. So it's catching them by surprise. But I don't hear nobody saying that. We lost the NFC Championship. Okay, let's put the turnovers to the side. We lost the NFC Championship game because of what?
Couldn't stop
because
the run.
We could not stop the run.
Could not stop the run and save our lives.
We couldn't stop the run. And I keep hearing person after person say, man, yeah, but we didn't get an edge. So what? We didn't get an edge. You got Saquon Barkley you got to see twice.
Yeah,
you know
man.
What I mean? You got
3 times, really. 3 times.
Right. At least 3 times if we make it in the playoffs. I mean, it's like, bro, are y'all even checking the stats? I feel like it's too much fantasy out here. It's too much fantasy out here, man. Cass is looking at fantasy numbers, but what you do on Sunday is what matter.
Yep. Shout
out Adam Peters. Shout out Dan Quinn. Shout out Josh Harris, the Hogs, the HOG, you know, the Harris.
Oh, Harris
group.
Ownership Group. Yep.
I mean,
I like how that worked out. Yeah.
Beautiful. And then let's get to this stadium thing. I want to know where's all of these opponents of the opposition of the stadium coming to DC? Where's all these dudes coming from? Because for the last 30 years, since Jack King Cook put that stadium out there in Maryland, I ain't heard none of these guys saying that they had all these plans and all of these designs that they wanted to do with RFK. Yeah, you wouldn't even have got the land back from the federal government if Josh Harris didn't put his name on it.
Yep.
The reason they gave it back is because he said, I'm going to put a stadium in D.C. You telling me that this man get ready to put more money in D.C. for one project that has ever been in the District of Columbia, and y'all sitting up here twiddling your thumbs trying to decide if it's a good deal or not? Bro, let me tell you something, man. I'm 49 years old. I'll be 50 this year if God bless me. You heard me?
Yes, sir.
And it's crazy to see how the world has changed, how everything is a critical decision. It's like common sense things have become like a big deal now. Doing the right thing, making the right move. Most of the best decisions you make in your life is when you on hard times. They talking about the money got cut out the budget, but right now is the time to strike. You don't buy property when it's when everybody else is buying property. You got to buy property and develop things when the market is low.
Yep.
Right? So this man coming in there when the market is low, and he like, look, I'm going to take y'all from here to here, and I'm going to put up 75% of everything that need to be done. I'm going to put my money on top. I'm going to put my, you think this, even though he a billionaire, you think anybody want to dump $2.7 billion on something and not see no return.
Yeah.
Like people talking crazy.
Yeah, most other teams
and walk away from the deal. Go ahead.
I'm saying most other teams are out here asking for like 50, 70% of the stadium to be paid by the people, by like the taxpayers and stuff too. He's only asking for 25 and stuff.
Exactly. And so it's like, I'm looking at it like, man, common sense go a long way, man. Like, we done got so far away from common sense just in everything becomes a debate. Everything becomes a critical decision. Like, some things you don't got to think about. Like, what are we doing? Dude, everybody talking about, well, they looking at the tax revenue from, the games, like how much they going to make and ticket sales and stuff like that. But this is what they not looking at. Not only it's already the nation's capital, right?
Yeah.
If I erase all the property lines off a map and I tell you to point to DC, you can just about point to DC with no lines on the map. Mm-hmm. That's how important that plot of land is already. Mm-hmm. Now on top of that, you telling me you're gonna put a world-renowned stadium right there in that spot? You telling me people are gonna come from Ireland, England, France, they're gonna come from Germany, they're gonna come from the West Coast, they're gonna come from Canada. Everybody is gonna put that. They're gonna like, if they want to go to a game, I want to go to that new stadium in DC.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And while I'm there, I want to go shopping. I want to go to the mall. I want to go to the Capitol. I want to go see the Martin Luther King statue. I want to, you know what I mean?
It's gonna be a whole shouts out DC because y'all zoos are free, y'all museums are free, and everything too.
Dig it. So I'm trying to understand where's the ain't nobody talking about that. They keep going to the stadium, but they not saying, you know what, man, this thing is going to really benefit the whole, like all of DC and the surrounding areas. Because people going to travel, they're going to take a week or two vacation, and they're going to go all around the city. They're not just going to sit in a hotel every day and just wait for the game on Sunday.
Yep, good point.
They're going to go they're going to spend money.
Yep, because
bro, this thing,
we're talking
like,
Super Bowl, we're talking about World Cup, we're talking about everything.
Right.
I mean, the Olympics, all
DC
of that.
already on the map because the White House is there.
Yeah.
But DC is really going to be on the map, like it's going to be on the map, like you understand? I mean, and I'm saying it's going to go from being like football. You're going to have hip hop artists, you're going to have R&B, rock and roll, you're going to have all of those artists coming doing tours there, and then they're going to put that it's going to be a bar and somebody's track, and everybody going to want to come there just to say that they was there, to say that they was at the stadium.
Yeah.
Everything that Jerry Jones wanted his stadium to be, that's exactly what we going to be on day one.
Yep. I agree. People, to your point, people definitely gonna have some FOMO too. People like, I gotta get there. Everybody else going, I gotta get there.
I gotta get there. Everybody gonna want that on their Instagram. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Bro, everybody on YouTube, all the YouTubers gonna be like, yeah, I can't go. This the illest stadium. They got such and such. They built this joint. Oh, it looks so crazy from the outside. It's amazing. It line up with the White House. They got the columns and stuff. They got all. I mean, it's gonna be. Come on, man. Like, why ain't nobody putting this in the air? Ain't nobody putting this in the ether? Like, bro, how is this a bad? This ain't even nothing to talk about.
Yeah, I don't get it. I don't know what some people are voting against either. I don't get it.
Dig, but look, I appreciate your time. I love everything you're doing. Keep doing what you're doing. And I'm sorry I ain't been donating like I should be because my food stamps ain't hit yet.
No, you are good.
But listen, when my food stamps come in, I got you, okay?
Appreciate it, man. Take your time, man. I'm chilling. I'm going to be here, man.
Dig, 1,000.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Shouts out my boy Commanders-in-Chief Daily. If you wanted to shout anything out, man, definitely go ahead and do that too, man. Appreciate it. Oh, my boy already dipped out, man. Dang. I should have said that sooner. That's on me. Appreciate that, Commanders-in-Chief Daily, man. Make sure y'all find him everywhere, man. And then the last caller of the stream, we got my boy DC Community in the building, man. What's good? How you feeling?
Yeah, man, I'm here. Me and my coworkers cracking up at the last caller, but man, we loving everything though.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Hey, what we talking about? I hopped in late. We just talking about the latest Commanders news and all that.
Yeah, draft, whatever. I mean, my boy Commanders-in-Chief Daily, he wanted to talk about the stadium. A couple other people did, but most people talk draft. It's really whatever.
Yeah, nah, facts, and I appreciate it. I got this. We was just laughing when he mentioned he hasn't been donating because the food stamps in the hit. Yeah, that's what took us out a little bit.
Man, but, shouts out my dog, man.
But yeah, man, yesterday prices is not today's, Rico's. Like every day, like our value is going up, whether it be in the draft, whether it be last year, what we did last year from getting the owner Snyder out, to Peters coming in, to Dan Quinn putting the coach in, to the free agents we got last year, on a 1 year, 2 year contracts, to what we did like now, how we drafted from not having to do from need, but rather like just the best available.
Love it.
Like even though we had like 5 picks, like, and we used the other picks on like actual solidified, bona fide, proven players. Even like the picks we had was like all winners from 1 to 7. Like it was no question. And like even watching your one of your videos you published earlier, as far as the national media feedback of our draft, like everybody's agreeing with it because like it's no lies, you can't deny it. So we're on the up, man. Like it's common sense, I believe, with the national and of course the local media, that the worst that you've seen us was last year. All we're doing is going up.
Yep.
And so yesterday's prices is not today's.
No,
now, lastly, in respect to the stadium, there is opposition locally, of course federally as well, which is a meaningful thing, the federal opposition, but the locals, which I believe mainly just live in the neighborhood where the stadium is at now, the newer peoples, maybe 1 or 2 that lived there during the stadium times when it was active with the Redskins or whatever. But like those individuals who are the local minority they are a minority. They're not the majority, you know what I'm saying? So I strongly believe, even though there's all the federal important hurdles, the stadium is going to come through, man. It's just about negotiating, getting leverage. It's too much power and too much too many people benefiting.
Yeah.
Too many people want to benefit with jobs, everything. So the stadium is going to have it. It's just a matter of, politics, negotiating. But man, listen, as a lifelong Commanders fan, Slim, we are good. We are super good.
Yeah.
Man, so that's all I'm going to say. I ain't going to wrap you up.
Now you good, man.
All right.
I said it ain't never felt like this before, man. So at least in my lifetime, it's never felt like this. So I'm right with you.
Hey, man. Hey, the fact you live in Atlanta, I used to live in Atlanta too. The fact you're a Commanders fan, I'm a Commanders fan.
Yes, sir.
Hey, man, it's a lot in common. Like, hey, I love it, baby. I love it.
Yes, sir, man. Appreciate that. As always, man. Great
That's
call.
all I got.
Yes, sir.
That's all I got.
Yes,
hey,
sir.
man, I'm going to watch. I'm going to keep tuning in, man. Keep dropping those videos like you dropping hotcakes, man. Keep with the consistency. You pumping on the block, man. People got your formula. They can't get it out their system, man. Keep up with that.
Yes, sir, man. Appreciate that, man. Great way to end the live stream, man. That was perfect, man. Thank you, man. Shout out to my boy DC Community, y'all, man.
Holler at you.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. As always, man, shouts out my boy DC Community in the building, man. Great way to end the show, man. Shouts out to everybody that called in, man. Shouts out to all of y'all in the chat as well. Again, I'm sorry I didn't get to read every message. Like, back when I was smaller, I used to read every single chat message, especially before we had the call-in show. Like, I literally made a point to read and reply to every single comment in every video, every chat message in the live streams, but we getting bigger now. And then plus, again, like I said, when I'm in the call-in show and people are calling in, I'm listening and talking, I'm not about to sit here and just be reading the chat. I feel like that's disrespectful to the people that's calling in. Because I'm not just having them talk to y'all, I'm having them talk to me. Like, I'm trying to hear what y'all are saying, so I give my undivided attention. So I'm sorry for all of the chats that I may have missed on the side and the comment section and all of that. I try my best to read some, but again, I'm giving my undivided attention to the people that's on the phone. So, man, I really appreciate y'all, man. Make sure you leave a like on the way out if you haven't yet. I'm sorry that this live stream came a week later than it was supposed to. I've just been super busy, man. But I really appreciate it. As y'all can see, I wasn't even home. I just got home like 15 minutes before I kicked up this live stream. So I've been all over the place. So I really appreciate y'all for staying patient with me, pulling up even though I'm a week late. Shouts out to all of y'all. Make sure you leave a like on the way out. Shouts out to my boy Carl for the donation earlier. And of course, shouts out to everybody that called into the show. This was for y'all. So I really appreciate y'all. Y'all brought up a lot of interesting and great points, man. Y'all funny, all of that stuff, man. And I'm not exactly sure when we're going to do another call-in show live stream, but I am trying to get to the point where I'm more consistent, where even if it's not every week, maybe it's every other week. So make sure y'all stay tuned. Keep y'all make sure you have the bell next to the subscription button clicked in so you get notified, because it may be random. I just may wake up randomly on Sunday and be like, hey, let's go ahead and kick up a live stream. So it may not even necessarily be scheduled. So just make sure y'all have y'all notifications ready and all of that. I really appreciate you. And most of the time, if I'm gonna do a live stream, it's gonna be a call-in show. Because, I already get a lot of my points out and how I feel about certain things and my reactions to things in video form, or even with the Commanders Kings with Louis and Rio and Ed. So typically when I'm doing a live stream, I'm doing it to hear y'all. So most of the time my live streams are gonna be call-in shows anyway, especially until we get to the season, and then then we're doing the shows where we're watching the games together and all that. I can't wait, man. I can't wait to see, even just to see Jacory. I can't wait to see what number he picks and what he looks like running the ball. Our 7th round pick. Like, I'm just so excited, man. I can't wait for all of these off-season practices. Rookie mini camps, I think, are May 8th and May 9th, I believe. Again, don't quote me on that. I believe that's when it is. So just make sure y'all are aware of that, looking out for that. Of course, I'm gonna have all of that covered for y'all as well. I'm gonna break down what happened, who looked good, who didn't look good, all of that type of stuff, man. So appreciate y'all. Shouts out to Erica. Shouts out to Dusty. What's good? Cap79. What's good? Appreciate y'all, man. Thank you, everybody, man. Thank you, Scott, man. I'm gonna catch y'all later. Again, video on the way, maybe in like a couple of hours. And then another live stream maybe next weekend or maybe the weekend after that. But either way, just stay tuned. Really appreciate y'all again, man. I love being from Atlanta, but this is the best football community that's doing it, man. Period. You even see the Jeremy Green guy. He's a Jets fan, but he's from North Carolina or something like that. And like he even said, like he just started talking about the Commanders this offseason with doing his draft coverage. He was on Logan Paulson and Craig Hoffman's show, and he said since he's been on their show, the Burgundy and Gold, the Commanders fan base has been the best fan base that to him that he's ever had since he's been doing radio, YouTube, podcasting, draft content. He says we've been the most grateful, the best, the most complimentary, the most giving him the most compliments and all that type of stuff. So man, it's a beautiful community, man. So I really appreciate y'all, and I'm gonna catch y'all later, man. What's good?